Welcome to Penny Boys Stock Alerts, where we trade, educate, and thrive together in a fantastic community of traders at all levels. This video is an overview of the entire Discord. For those that want to take advantage of everything Penny Boys has to offer, there's a simple and automated way to join at pbalerts.com. First, you will need to log into your Discord account or create one at discord.com. When you initially enter the Penny Boys server in Discord, follow the instructions and make sure to head over to the disclaimer channel. After you read the information, click the check mark to unlock access to the free section. The free section offers some complimentary stock and option alerts, community chat channels, live streams, and more. Now let's take a peek inside the premium member section of Penny Boys. There's quite a bit of categories and channels which can be overwhelming at first, but rest assured, everyone gets acclimated quickly and there's plenty of help from staff and seasoned members. Categories contain channels where you can interact or read important information. The categories are premium stocks with daily swing trades, day trades, and long trade alerts, along with vital information and bot commands. Premium options for daily options alerts and discussions. The Premium Lounge for community chat channels, resources, news, live streams, and more. And then there's a favorite of countless members, Penny Boys University, with great trading education to help you learn, grow, and develop a sound trading plan. It's also a great place for questions and getting acclimated with everything Penny Boys has to offer. The contest category is the place to go for weekly prizes and giveaways. Trading information offers some valuable tidbits for members along with several other categories and channels. Penny Boys Premium is the place to be for excellent trade alerts, great trading education, an amazing community, a large staff that truly cares about helping you, and so much more. If you are interested in joining Penny Boys Premium Alerts and trading education, head over to pbalerts.com. We look forward to being part of your trading journey.
Farewell, sweet cookie cats. I'll always remember the time we spent together.
What's going on, Penny Boys and Gals? It's your boy, What the Duck here, and it's time for another PBU live stream. So if this is your first time here, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what we do. We have our PBU giveaways. So this is going to be a cash giveaway. We do 3 $25 cash giveaways with our fun wheel, our random wheel generator. We also usually go over the homework. We're actually going to be doing that next week because we had 4 classes come out last week. I want to give people some time to go over all the classes because this is one of the more complicated weeks as we go over charting, we go over all the different type of indicators and candle patterns. So we're going to give you one more week to get the homework done, because if you do get the homework done and you get 100%, you get tickets for our cash giveaway. So, like I said, we do this every Thursday. We do it at 9 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. I know it says 9:30 on the screen. That is actually from last quarter. So every quarter we do have a PBU class. So if you or a PBU session. So if you do miss, this past quarter, I know we're on like class 22 right now. You can always reset, and we're going to be resetting the beginning of April. Just going to go ahead and change that really quick for everybody. There we go. The PBU live stream is every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. If you are new to the Discord, or if you're just new to Penny Boys in general, you can definitely check out pbalerts.com. That's where you can sign up for the premium Discord, the premium alerts, and we have the free alerts in the free Discord at pennyboys.is/tradinguniversity. And as you guys already know, you're already on the Facebook watching the stream, so you know how that all works. So today we'll also go over a trading tip. We're going to be going over what to do when the bell rings, and what that means is when the market closes. So let's go ahead and do our cash giveaway first. We're going to go ahead and do that because I know that everybody has been looking forward to the cash giveaways. So we're going to go ahead and go into the wheel. What's going on? We got Nikki, we got Kev Cave, we got Napoleon, that's Pino Money, how's it going? We have Dan DC, Dan C in the chat. All of our PBU alumni, PBU graduates from 2020, and then all of our current PBU members, and then those of you who are joining us for the first time. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. This is our first of 3 cash giveaways. This is for $25 cash. And it looks like we have a winner. All is well. Well, all is well for you because you just won $25 cash. Make sure to message me, What the Duck, on the Penny Boys Discord so you can claim your prize. Once again, congratulations to All is well. Let's go ahead and get back into the lesson of the day. What to do when the bell rings, or what to do when the market closes. So the first thing is, it's really important to track your trades. You won't be able to know if you're doing well or if you're consistently being profitable if you aren't tracking your trades. Without tracking your trades, you can't make any statistics for yourself, and without statistics, you can't see what went right, what went wrong. But if you do track your trades, then you'll be able to see, let's say you made 50 trades and you lost on 5 of them. You can see what you did during those 5 trades. Maybe you were trading, while you were tired. Maybe you're trading based off of a Facebook post that you saw. Whatever it may be, you can kind of see what are the similarities between those 5 losses, and then be able to see, be able to adjust your plan accordingly. So tracking your trades is definitely really important. And that's what you do, like right as the bell rings. You can, or even just as you're trading, you can just go into an Excel sheet or a Google Sheets or whatever, whatever the Google version of Excel is, and you can just make your own spreadsheet and track your trades that way. Or you can join Penny Boys University. We do have a whole class going over tracking your trades and how that all works, some tips and tricks. We actually give you a spreadsheet that you can use, like a blank template for tracking your trades. What's going on? We got Agent Penguin in there. So once again, yeah, congratulations, all is well. And we got Shashi in the chat, another one of our PBU guides. How's it going? So yeah, so tracking your trades is really, really important, and that way you can identify the mistakes that you made for that trading day. So you can go into all your trades that you made, and you can see, oh, it looks like I lost money on this one, or I bought in too fast on this one, or whatever it may be. It's really important to be able to identify those mistakes so you can then manage those mistakes or change what you were doing, and we're going to go over that in a second. The next thing is to identify what went right. It's also important to give yourself a pat on the shoulder and be like, all right, like I followed my plan during this trade, and I made money. I hit my target. I'm happy, and this is what I did when that happened. This is how I took that trade. This is what type of trade it was, and you might know for the future, like if you track all your trades, and like I was saying, the statistics, you can see 20 trades I took using this this buy-in method, or using whatever it may be. You can see that worked out 20 times. You can be like, oh, maybe I got to keep doing that or continue doing that. Let's just say it's like it was a beaten down play, and like 20 out of 21 plays that were a beaten down play, meaning the stock was trading a certain way, and then I took a dip and buy it for the gap back up. Maybe you made money on 20 of those 21 trades that you took that were that type of trade. So maybe you can think to yourself, well, that's pretty good stats. I'm going to go ahead and keep an eye on those type of trades, and maybe try to do more of that, because maybe that's the kind of trade that's geared towards you as a trader, because we are all different as traders. And then adjust the plan. So at the end of each day, you can, if you want, adjust your plan or tweak it according to the market, or according to whatever it may be. But that being said, if you're doing this daily, it is recommended not to make too big of an adjustment. Maybe you want to make an adjustment based off of tomorrow's Friday, and it's usually a sell-off, so you're going to adjust your plan just because of that. Or maybe it's been a couple of red days, you think it's going to be another red day. Maybe instead of having a 10% take profit, you're going to start taking profit of 5%. Because during red days, it's easy for a stock to go up 5%, but really hard for it to go up more than that, and you might take the profit and then wait for another dip, and you can get back into it. And we actually will go over that in a little bit later as well. So yes, adjusting your plan, is really important to do that, but it's also important to not always be tweaking your plan, because like I said, the statistics, you can't get statistics if you're only making 2 or 3 trades and then completely adjusting your plan. If 3 trades didn't work out, it doesn't mean your plan didn't work out. You can do 100 more trades, and those first 3 trades might not have worked out, but the next 97 could have. You end up losing out on a plan that actually would have worked because you were nervous or whatever it may be, whatever emotion may be, and you adjusted your plan a little bit too early. So check in the chat, how's it going, everybody? So the next thing is to take time out of your day or out of your night when brings learn. It's really important. Like everyone, no matter who you are, even like the most experienced trader in the world, still has something to learn. All those people you see on YouTube and on Facebook talking about all the gains that they have, they're still learning as well. They learn something new every week or every day, or whatever it may be. So I'm always researching, always trying to learn something new to use to my advantage, because there are just so many different techniques out there, and even different like variations of certain techniques might end up being good for you and your trading plan. Next up is asking for help is a strength and not a weakness. So what I mean about that is that it's really important to know that A, you don't know everything, and B, there are people out there who probably do know more than you. And if you're lucky enough to have those people around you, like myself and the people in the Discord, we have people like Big Quench, Fast Eddie, we have Mr. Stocklock Profits, we have Tagman, we have all these traders who've been doing this for a long time. And it's really good to be able to bounce ideas off them, learn from them, pick their brains. That's why we do these streams. That's why we do the live streams every Wednesday. We have Eddie, Quench, and Mr. Stocklock Profits, who are between the 3 of them, they have years of experience trading, investing. They do a live stream where they do live trading, which is really, really, really helpful. They do Q&As as well during that. Definitely worth checking out. We have our Friday lounge areas where all of us are in there, bouncing ideas off of each other. I mean, that's a great way of learning. We have every Monday, if you're new, we have Tagman. He does his Trading with Tagman, which is a bunch of trading tips and tricks for new traders. And then, of course, throughout the week, is probably 1 to 2 to 3 times a week, we have our Level Up with Fast Eddie, where he goes over a bunch of different trading tips. He might do live trading. And everyone likes to, as I like to say, make some bread. With Fast Eddie in the Level Up area. So it's really, really helpful to have people like that around, and it's good to use them. You don't want to be prideful or think that you know everything, because then you're going to end up kind of pigeonholing yourself. There's all this stuff you can learn out there, and by thinking like, no, I'm not going to ask for help. I already know enough about trading. You're losing out on a lot of valuable information that you could eventually have, or be getting. So, it's really important to ask for help. It's not a strength, it's a weakness. Another thing as far as that goes is also just, talking amongst your peers. People like I all the time, like, hey, yes, I'm asking Eddie, Fast Eddie and Mr. Stocklock Profits and Big Quench for, advice and, mentorship. But then there's also, people who are in the chats as well, or, the other PBU guides who, like people who've been trading, just, around as long as I have, where, I learn things just talking to them all the time too. So, it's great to have a community of traders. I know a lot of people, like I personally don't have a lot of people in real life that trade, as much as some of them might invest, but they don't know MACD and VWAP and RSI and CPI and DCAC and all that stuff is, but you guys do. If you're in Penny Boys University, you do, because we do go over all that stuff in Penny Boys University. So it's nice to have people like that who you can learn about, what a MACD divergence is. You can learn about, what it means when an RSI, whatever it may be, all these different terms that if you say that to, your buddy walking down the street, they're going to look at you like you have two heads and like, what are you talking about? MACD convergence? What are you talking about? VWAP? No, like they don't know what you're talking about, but we do here. So it's great to have people like that just to bounce ideas off of and to, get that stuff out of your mind. Because if you just keep all that stuff bottled up, it's drive you crazy. So that is next. The other thing that I like to do, and that a lot of traders I believe like to do, is to, at the end of the day, they clean out the clutter from your watch list or from their watch list. I know me personally, like if you go to your room or whatever, and there's like clothes everywhere, it's going to be hard to find something, because there's clutter everywhere. It's dirty. It's going to take you a minute or two to find, your favorite T-shirt or whatever it may be, because there's just clothes everywhere. It's all over the floor. There's a heap on the chair. A lot of people probably have, instead of putting the clothes away, they just throw it onto their chair. But it's nice to have, once you organize everything, you have them all, hung up. You have your things in the drawers. You know where everything is. It's a lot easier to find something. If you're in a hurry, if you're in a rush, you can quickly, put on your favorite outfit. Whereas in the stock market, it doesn't wait for you. If there's no such thing as like, oh yeah, and just, I'll wait 10 minutes for you to get ready. Like in the stock market, doesn't care about your time and about, if your watch list is cluttered and you can't find the stocks that you're looking to buy, the price is going to just wait for you and be like, all right, you need 5 minutes to find the stock in your watch list. Let me just not trade for a little bit. No, the stock market's always moving, and timing is everything in the stock market. So having a watch list that isn't full of clutter is really important. So one way of doing this, and this is just what I do. I like to have a daily watch list, a weekly watch list, and then a monthly or a long-term watch list. And then I also have a general watch list, and then even a market watch list. What does that mean? So my general watch list is literally just me. Like I hear about a stock that interests me, throw it into the general watch list. Maybe it's the stock that I want to look into in the future. Maybe it's just a stock I hear about. It's nice to have it's a bunch of stocks in there just so you can know what's going on in the stock market, even if you don't plan on getting into them. It's just nice to know what is out there, and always just keep learning about different companies and whatever is happening in the market. Then I have my market watch list. So in there I have my ETFs. So I'll have my inverse ETFs, and next to them are the actual ETFs that go along with the inverse. So I can see it looks like oil is going up, or it looks like oil is going down. Gold is going up, or JETS ETF is going up, and maybe airlines is doing well. Whatever it may be, it's good to see what's going on in the market that way. And then I also have a bunch of stocks I'm not trying to get into, but I'm aware of what they are and what sectors they're in. They're like some of the more popular ones, and I kind of put them all together in a watch list. So I'll have like Tilray and ACB and all those other cannabis companies, like, all grouped together in a watch list. So the next, like below that will be a bunch of airlines, like American Airlines, Delta, all those airlines, and maybe I'll put some oil plays like all together, so you can kind of see what's going on in the market just by going into your market watch list and seeing, oh, looks like these 5 cannabis stocks are doing well. I guess cannabis is they're going to be like, maybe it's time to research that, or if you're in, let's just say you're in ACB and all the other ones are doing well, yours is not. That's good to know. Also, you're like, well, what's wrong with my stock? Why is the rest of the why the rest of this, the like-minded stocks doing well as mine's not? And you can't do that if you don't have a a watch list that's organized. That's why the clean up the clutter is really important. Then I have the monthly watch list. So these are basically, for me personally, these are just plays that maybe I want to put in long term. Maybe they're long term stocks that I'm not quite ready to get into yet for a dip. Maybe they're plays that I already got into. I made some money, but I think it's going to come back down and I can play it again. I'm going to wait a little bit because still at the top it's coming back down. Or maybe it's a play that I got into and I stopped out, but I think that I still have confidence in the stock, so I'm going to wait for it to find a support and then I'll get back into it. Whatever it may be, is whatever reason it might be. These are stocks that I personally think that maybe down the line I will get into those. Then you have my weekly watch list. Weekly watch lists are literally just that. It's the stocks I'm watching for the week. So at the end of every day, once the trading bell rings, I'll go into the alert area and or if you're in premium alerts, there's usually 10 to 15 alerts per day. That's just swing alerts, and that's not even including like day trades and option alerts. There's like 15 alerts per day, to 10 to 15, and I'll just go through all of them. I'll see which ones I like, which ones are under entry. Or even at entry or at a price I like, because another thing is, you don't have to take every alert. I'm not putting all 15 of those stocks every day into my watch list. There's some stocks that, there's some alerts I just don't want to get into because it doesn't fit my trading plan. That's okay. There's tons, there'll always be another alert, and, maybe that one will fit my plan. I'd rather get into a play that I feel comfortable with than get into a play just to get into a play. It's kind of like driving blind. Like if you get into an alert that, just because it's an alert, you don't know why you're getting into it, you don't have a plan to get into it. It's the same deal as if you're driving, right, and you have a blindfold on, and there's someone sitting next to you trying to tell you where to go, and you have to drive the speed limit because traffic's not going to stop for you, and the stock market won't stop for you. That's kind of like what it is, like driving blind, or playing alert blind. Like, yes, like the person next to you could be the best driver in the world. You could have Jeff Gordon next to you. You're still probably going to crash your car because you're blindfolded, and it doesn't matter how good of a driver that guy is. If you don't know what you're doing, you're probably going to end up getting hurt. Same thing goes with this, with these alerts. You want to be able to know what you're doing and why you're doing it. These aren't just like pump and dumps where you can just get in randomly and hope for the best. No, we're trading stocks here. Trading stocks isn't just, blindly throwing money at plays. If it was, everyone would be rich right now. That's just not how it works. The stock market it's a dangerous animal, and it goes up and it goes down, and you have to have a plan, and in order to deal with if it does either the up or the down. And you want to have a game plan for taking profits and stopping out, and you want that to be your own game plan, because you don't want to be driving blind. If there is the best race car driver next to you, or even like whatever it may be. So that's definitely a really important. So that's my weekly watch list. I'll go through the alerts that I like. I'll throw those into the weekly watch list. Then I'll narrow that down. I'll go into that weekly watch list and I'll find like a few plays I want to watch tomorrow. That'll be my daily watch list. Maybe I'll throw in like a couple plays I see people talking, momentum plays, whatever it may be. That's the stocks I'm watching that day. That way, you're not just waking up the next morning and just hoping like, oh, like let me just look through Webull top gainers. Let me just, let's just go in Facebook comments, Webull comments, and try to find a stock to buy. No, this way you already did your due diligence the night before. You're ready, prepared. You're ready to go. Like when you, for instance, like for Thanksgiving dinner. Let's just say you're about to host a Thanksgiving dinner. You don't wait until the morning of, or like the 2 hours before everyone gets there to plan the dinner. No, you're the night before, you're gonna make a grocery list. You're gonna make sure that grocery list fits your budget. The same thing goes with stocks. You want to make sure that the stocks that you're getting into fit your budget, and that your portfolio, all your portfolio is lined up to the point where it matches your goals and what you personally are looking for in the stock. And then, you get a grocery list when you're making dinner, and same thing goes with the stock market. You got a watch list. You're not just going to the store and just blindly picking some stuff out. And then maybe you'll, if you're not a good cook, maybe you'll watch some YouTube videos like how to make a turkey, or how to make stuffing, because you're not just going to wing it. If you don't know how to do it, you're not just going to, turkey, stuffing, just bread and stuff, right? Like, I don't know, what do I put in the oven? No, you're going to look it on YouTube and you're going to find a recipe maybe. Same thing goes with stock trading. If you don't know, if you're new to trading, like if you're new to cooking, then, maybe go on YouTube, look at some videos, go on the Discord, pick some of the people's brains here. Like I said, we have, all these great people that, Eddie and Mr. Stockpot Profits and Big Quench and James Legends and Pookie's Revenge and all these people out there, Tagman, that are there to help you. Like, use them. And, even PBU is, PBU is there too. It's a 22 class trading program designed for new traders. Like, definitely use that. It's like the rest of like your cookbook. You're not going to cook unless you know what you're doing. You're not going to cook without a recipe book or a cookbook or a YouTube tutorial. Like, when I learned how to cook, I wasn't just winging it. I was literally I ordered like a delivery service, like a Sunbasket or like a Blue Apron kind of deal, and that's how I learned how to cook. And for those of you who've been here for a while, I also did my smoothies that way as well. But I didn't get them delivered. Actually, Fast Eddie does that, and I heard that's a really good way of getting your smoothies in. But anyway, I digress. So cleaning out the clutter from your watch list is really important. That way you have everything organized, you know where everything is. And it's not just one watch list. You have a bunch of different watch lists, for different occasions so that you're ready. Things happen. When I used to bartend, I wouldn't just have a bunch of random bottles behind. I wouldn't have some a vodka bottle here. Like, I would have like Absolute next to the Casamigos, which is next to the Tanqueray, which is next to the bourbon, like next to Bullet. Like, that wouldn't make any sense. Why would I do that? That's silly. Like, like, you want to have everything organized. You want to have your well liquor, then you want to have your tequilas next to each other, vodkas, bourbon, whiskey, gin, and then you have your top shelf stuff, all differently separated from that. So it's the same deal with the watch list. You want them all organized, and you want to have them separated. Because, when you're bartending, if you get busy, you got to be able to, like, the way I put it is when we used to train people, I tell them, you want to be able to do this bar with your eyes closed. The same deal goes with your watch list. You shouldn't have to oh no, where's this stock I was looking for? Oh yeah, like, let me look through my my search tool, whatever. No, like, you already have it right there and you're ready, because the stock market, like I keep saying, it's a fast moving entity. It's not going to wait up for you. It's not going to wait for you to find the stock on your watch list. When I was bartending, people don't wait. If they need a drink, they need a drink. They're not going to wait for me to oh, I don't know where the vodka is. Like, no, get fired. So anyway, clean out the clutter from your watch list. Really important. Next up, check the news. That's another big thing. When I say check the news, I mean like just go on Fox or ABC or seeing whatever. But I go on Finviz or investing.com or one of the sites that we go over in Penny Boys University. We actually have classes where we go over different free trading sites that you can use, because at Penny Boys University, we believe that everybody should be able to learn how to trade. It doesn't matter your time schedule. It doesn't matter your financial situation. We, like Penny Boys University, there's everything that we go over in Penny Boys University you can do on a phone. You don't have to have a laptop. You don't have to have a fancy computer with 25 monitors and it's not, it's helpful, especially for day traders, but it's not necessary to have all this fancy stuff when you're starting out trading with the things we go over in PBU. And all the sites that we go over in PBU are 100% free. You don't need to get some subscription. We're not trying to break your bank. You guys are trying to make money, spend money. It does take time to make money. And so what you are spending is your time. You're investing in yourself by taking these classes and learning how to trade, not gamble. So checking the news is really important. Just good to know what's going on, and that way you can change your plan for the day, for the next day accordingly. If you see in the news that the stimulus bill passed, you can change your plan accordingly. You see in the news that American Airlines CEO had a sex scandal, and maybe if you're in that play, you can change your plan accordingly. It's good to know what's going on. Even when COVID happens, if you were living on, I guess everyone knew when COVID happened, but if you were living under a rock and you just happened to not check the news or go out or watch TV, then you would have missed that, and all your plays, all your stocks would have gone down. You wouldn't be able to take advantage of that. But yeah, so it's really important to know what is going on, what the market sentiment is, and one way of doing it is checking the news and going on all the different sites that we go over in Penny Boys University. Another thing is getting enough sleep, which is really, really, really important, actually. When you're tired, and people in general, I'm not saying you, but people in general tend to make bad decisions when they're tired. That's why before you take a test, your teacher says, your mom will say, make sure you get a good night's sleep. Before a game, people, the all-star athletes, the ones who really care about what they're doing, which is what, if you're putting money in the stock market, you should care about what you're doing. It shouldn't be just like a, ha ha ha, whatever. No, this is, your money. But yeah, no, like those all-star athletes, they aren't like partying till 5 a.m. every day before their games. No, they're eating a good meal before, and then they're going to bed, like whatever it may be, and they're getting ready, they're getting ready for the next day, getting ready for the game, because the stock market, there's a game every day, except for, Saturday and Sunday, but even then, you're still prepping for the game on Monday. Players practice, this is what we do. We look for stocks during the, when the bell rings, trading day is over. So, make sure you get enough sleep because, like I said, sleep is important. Food, like make sure that you're eating enough. Make sure you're, the term hangry. Angry is, means angry. And if you're angry, you might do something emotional in the stock market. If you're trading emotionally, you're probably going to make some bad decisions. If you're either, you're trading angry, if you make a bad play, you're going to, make even more angry. And then you're going to start maybe revenge trading, which not trading based off of your plan, is trading because you lost. You want to make it back. You're angry at the stock market. You're like, oh, the stock market. How could you? How dare you take money from me? What are you going to break the stock market's ankles? No, like the stock market doesn't care about you. The stock market does not care about you. I cannot stress that enough. You care about you, and that's why you should be listening to yourself and your plan, and people that you trust. It's important to like I said before, to have a community. But it's also important not to blindly trust said community or just blindly trust people. That's why in Penny Boys, the Discord, which you can find the link underneath that Facebook link right over there. Our Penny Boys Discord, we have free alerts. We have free trading classes. There's like 6 or 7 free trading classes. We have these free streams. We do a bunch of free live streams because we want you to get to know who we are. We're very confident in what we offer here. Like if we weren't, we wouldn't do anything for free. We would just try to get you to do one, we'd try to scam you. It's like, hey, pay for 1 month and then whatever, who cares about you? No, we genuinely believe that this is, Penny Boys and the university and the people, the people who are running it, we genuinely believe in what we do here. We genuinely believe this is like, I would, if I had a kid, you probably wouldn't be old enough to trade, but, if I had a kid, I would trust, them. I would trust the kid, with Penny Boys, with these people, with these, these guys and gals. It's a great thing because I've been in a lot of different trading discords and trading sites that it's not the case. They don't care about you. But it's just so apparent here. Just, and not even just the administrators, it's also the members, like in the guides, and just everyone really generally does. They're generally good people. A lot of positivity, which is really important because positivity is important, especially in the stock market. Like I was saying, getting enough sleep, getting enough food, being healthy. Like for me personally, I like to, I can just tell on days I don't work out and, I eat like a pig, like I just don't feel great. And when I don't feel great, I typically don't trade great. If I'm feeling real good, I'll make good, good decisions going. My brain's focused, ready to go. If I'm feeling sluggish, then my brain is probably usually feeling sluggish too. It all kind of correlates. Same thing like I was saying with the sports, that's why they do what they do, why they work out every day and eat healthy. Because it's important to, your body, and has a lot to do with your mind. Your mind has a lot to do with your body, and back and forth. And it's a good thing to have them all in the right place so that you can make the right trades. And even off of that, like I was saying before, with adjusting the plan and tracking your trades, like I personally, I try to track everything. Like if I make a trade, I'll say how I was feeling that day. I'll say what happened that day. If I got enough sleep, maybe I got like 4 hours of sleep. I'll write that down. Then I'll look back and 50 trades later, and I'll see, ooh, those 5 losses I had, I only got 4 hours of sleep. What am I going to do? I'm going to use what I learned from those statistics that I got from tracking my trades and identifying my mistakes. I'm now going to use that to my advantage going forward. I'll get my plan next time that I get 4 hours of sleep. Maybe I'll take a nap. I'll set some limit sells or limit buys and some stop losses, and I'll take a nap. And because yeah, sure, like some people might say, oh, but then you're missing out on trades. Well, the past 5 trades that I made when I was tired off of 4 hours of sleep, I lost money on. So am I really missing out on trades? Or am I protecting myself from making bad trades? Like, yeah, sure, I'm missing out on trades, but those 5 trades I made last were bad trades. I'm glad I missed out on those trades. I don't want to do that again. Like, gladly let me miss out on those trades, because I was tired and I was trading emotional, which does happen. When I'm tired, I'm not thinking clearly, and that's just me. Maybe some people can live off of 4 hours of sleep. I know a couple people on our Discord do that. But that I personally, I need my sleep, especially if I'm trading. Whenever I don't get my sleep, I just try not to trade, because I'm probably going to lose money. And the name of the game isn't about just taking trades. The name of the game is your wins outweighing your losses. And if you're putting yourself in positions to lose by not getting sleep, by maybe trading emotionally, maybe you got bad news that day, and take the day off. There's so many emotions that we have as humans that can affect our trading. So, like I said, wins outweighing the losses. You don't want to put yourself in a position to lose. You want to put yourself in a position to win. In order to do that, you, like I keep saying, track your trades and identify the mistakes and identify what went right, so that you can eventually, after 50 trades, really adjust your plan. But, like I said before, every day, you can adjust it a little bit, based off of the day, based off of what might be happening tomorrow. Like I said, like Friday sell-off or red market day is not a bad thing to to do small adjustments. But as far as an actual changing the plan goes, it is good to give yourself some time so that you can see if it works out. So let's do another raffle really quickly. I know I've been, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and the last time we had All Is Well. All Is Well has won our first $25. This is actually a cash giveaway. It's not a raffle, because we actually don't require everyone to pay anything to get into it. This is our second cash giveaway for $25 cash. So let's go, Fast Eddie. No, Kev Cave, it's a giveaway. And our winner is Elizabeth. Congratulations. That's like one of the most normal Discord names that we have on that wheel. Elizabeth is a good name. We got all these other like fun names. But yeah, awesome. So Elizabeth, that's going to be easy to remember. So congratulations to Elizabeth. You just won $25 cash. Let's go ahead and take that off the screen. So yeah, so that is basically it as far as this trading tip goes. The trading day isn't over when the bell rings, but then that also just in general is important to realize, is that just because the trading, just because 4 o'clock hits, or for some people who trade after hours, 8 o'clock hits, doesn't mean that you're done. If you're like if you really are serious about trading, that's when you get the most work done. Whether it be learning, whether educating yourself, or asking questions, or going to PBU chat and asking like, hey, I didn't understand what this meant. I saw this in the news. What does this mean? The more you learn, the more you can earn. That sounds, but yes, it's true. The more you earn, the more you learn, the more you can earn. And just like anything, people who like just in school, like the people who are studying and actually asking questions during class and taking notes, they're the ones who are getting better grades than the people who are slacking off and getting by, just trying to get a C and whatever, not even turn in homework. When school's over and the bell rings, they just go home and they play video games, have fun with their friends, or what only mess around with their friends or whatever. Whereas people who want to get the good grades, they'll go home and study. That being said, you don't want to go crazy with studying, in school or just in general. You don't want this to become a chore. This is unless you are doing it full time. This isn't your job. Like, and you need to take care of yourself as well, because kind of like a slippery slope, not even a slippery slope. It's kind of like a cycle. If you end up letting trading take over your life and get to the point where it's a negative thing, and you find yourself getting bad emotions from that, then it's probably gonna be a cycle where you're doing too much, overwhelming yourself, then you get emotions, then you start trading emotionally, try to do too much, overwhelm yourself, and it's a cycle. You really got to take care of yourself. I personally, like, if I don't feel great for the day, I'll go and I'll do a workout. I'll do some yoga. I'll go for a walk. Like today, I was trading, and I felt myself. I was just doing. I was there. I usually don't trade like. I'm not huge. I'm more of a swing trader personally, just because I don't like staring at the screen. That's just who I am. I get antsy. And then I start making bad trades. And that's just me personally. Everyone's different. But today I felt myself doing that, and I was like, I need to get out of the house. So I went for a walk. And I came back, and I felt so much better. I made a few buys I was proud of, or I felt good about. Whereas I feel like if I hadn't gone out in the house and hadn't done something differently, I might have just ended up like trying to force some trades because feeling antsy. And there's, like I said, there's just so many different emotions you can get. Negative emotions too while trading, and we're not going to be able to get rid of our emotions. We are human. Everyone's human. We have emotions, but you can identify them and then learn how to manage them. You have chronic back pain. It's not going to go away, but you can learn how to manage it. You can do yoga. You can get the attends unit. Get one of those massage guns or whatever it may be. Manage that. If someone has a disease, they don't curable. They're not going to get rid of it. It's what it is. They're going to learn how to manage it. Same thing goes with your emotions. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to give y'all a quick overview of Penny Boys University. All right, so PBU chat. This is the area that I was talking about before. This is where you can ask any question. And I mean any question. Like, there's no such thing as a bad question, as long as it relates to trading. You can ask what a stop loss is. You can ask, how do I buy a stock? I'd rather you ask us how to do all that than try to do it, mess up, and end up buying 100% of your portfolio, because you just didn't know that's what the quantity meant for buying the stock. I'd rather you ask and avoid that mistake, because that's the way a lot of us a lot of us who have been doing this for a while. When we first started out, we made a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes when I first started out. And if I had an area if I had PBU chat, if I had people like Trying to Grow My Dough or Pookie's Revenge or some of the Big Quench, Laser, James Legends, Fast Eddie, Bringer, all these people, all these great Premium Pro members and Penny Boy Guide members and the shot callers and administrators. If I had them around and I could ask questions, there's a good chance I wouldn't have lost as much, or even any money for that matter, had I started out. So definitely worth checking out. Actually, the PBU chat. Any question, no such thing as a bad question. No one's gonna jump down your throat. Too hard time. But we also have, for those of you who are not in Penny Boys, we have the free trading classes. So you can learn all about Penny Boys University. We have our first 2 classes actually, which are actually from Penny Boys University, free to the public. We have our bonus class, which is trading while working 9 to 5. So if you're working a 9 to 5 job, you're like, it's really stressful. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to manage all my time. What are some trading tips, or what are some strategies I can do for someone who works 9 to 5? What can I do as a 9 to 5 worker that can help benefit my trading plan? We go over a bunch of stuff like that in there. Even just stop orders and limit orders and trailing stops. We go over that as well. In our free class, we also go over the bonus Super Trend Indicator class. We have a bunch of indicator classes in Penny Boys University. This is a little bonus one for you. It's a fun little green and red lines, pretty easy, visually easy to use. And then this one, I guess the other week or the other day. It felt like it was so long ago, but I think it was either Monday or last week when we had those really red days in the market. We have a bonus class for that. Different things you can do, to help yourself during a red market. And then, of course, Options 101. Options is very, very risky. And, we don't want you to get into it without at least, A, having a general understanding, then B, doing some of your own research and maybe even paper trading to make sure that you are ready. And it's just like skiing or biking. You go on training wheels first, and then you go, in a parking lot. Then you go on bike, in the street, because otherwise you might get hit by a car if you just go right into the street. You drive in the parking lot first, and then you end up going on a highway. Otherwise, you might total your car. We don't want you to total your account. So, definitely worth checking out. The trade psychology classes are definitely worth checking out as well in our Penny Boys University. But yeah, so you click the link, it'll bring you to the class. You get a handout, you get a video. That big scroll. There we go. So you get a trading video, and then you get the handouts. Tell you about managing your emotions and different emotions you might have while trading in a red market or just trading in general. Like fear of losing, which is loss aversion, because we, as humans, react 2.5 times greater to loss than to gain. Once you realize that, you're like, oh, well, no wonder I feel a certain way when I'm losing money as opposed to when I'm winning. You have to be aware of that so that you can, manage your losses. Realize that it is okay to lose, and keep telling yourself it is okay to have a stop loss, and it is okay to sell for a loss, because I'd rather personally stop out of a play and use that money to make that money back than have that money stuck in a play for a year or 8 months, 6 months, while I could have been using the money elsewhere because I refuse to sell and I'm a bag holder. Or the stock might not ever even come back, and then I end up losing even more money anyway, and being a bag holder for a while. Panic is a big one. A lot of traders like to panic sell during a red day. Because the market's red doesn't mean the sky is falling always. Sometimes it's good to just do some yoga, take a step back from the market, and just really take it all in from a big perspective. Do some research, diligence. Greed's a big one. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Take your profits when it's up, because otherwise it might come down, unless you have a technical or fundamental reason to think it will keep going up. But if not, if you just hope, you're just trying to will the stock up, stock doesn't care about you. Some people are over optimistic. All your stocks are doing well for the past week. Everything's going right. Then one red day hits, and you're like, oh, it's okay. I'm really good at trading. I made money. I made so much money. Maybe you did, but doesn't mean that you are. No one's perfect in the stock market. So it's always important to limit your risk, even if you are making a lot of good trades. You are green on the week. Over optimism is a good way to get rid of to lose those profits. Overconfidence as well, same thing. You've been killing the market. Think to yourself, I can't be wrong. Never, I haven't been wrong this whole week, this whole month. I can't be wrong. I'm too good at stock trading. The stock's going to come back up because I chose it. I decided to get into it, and I've been making so much money. And no, it's okay to be wrong. It happens. Everyone's wrong sometimes. Blind hope's another big one. Blind hope creates bag holders, and bag holders create stagnant accounts. You can't trade with the bag. Having just blind hope that the market's red, but you're just like, you don't have a reason to think that it's going to come back up. You just hope that it will. Market doesn't care about your hopes. And then giving up is another one. The market goes red. 10-year plays go down. 2, 3, 4, 5%. You just sell everything. You give up. You don't even do any due diligence. You just that's it. I give up. No, that's another thing that we try to help y'all with managing that emotion in Penny Boys University. And then the chaser's mentality. All your stocks are red. You see the Webull top gainers list. You see people talking about stocks. Whatever it may be. You see everyone making money. Having fun. You're like, I want that. So you just get into a play. It's not based off of your plan. You don't know how to play that play. Nervous. You sell for a loss. That's what I did today. For everyone makes mistakes. Everyone. No one's perfect. Especially not me. And that chaser's mentality is definitely something to look out for. But that's that. These are how these classes kind of work, and there is a video you can kind of go along that watch along with it. During red markets, it's good to know about ETFs as well. See what's going on, actually what's going on with the market. But that is the red market video, and let's go ahead and do one more cash giveaway. So we have All Is Well and Elizabeth. Here are our first two cash giveaway winners. That's $25 cash. Remember, if you do win, message me, What the Duck, on Penny Boys Discord, that you can claim your prize. Go ahead and see who is our third cash giveaway winner. The wheel spinning, a bunch of names going, and it looks like it's going to be a close one. It looks like it's going to be... I'm going to botch this. Tislagi? I hope I'm saying that right, but Slaggy 0608, you have just won $25 cash. So remember, for all those who did win, previously known as, for all those who did win, make sure that you message me. And also, you can instead, so we do, like I said, it's $25 cash. And obviously, when I say cash, we're not going to be mailing you cash. That's silly. I'm not going to be walking to your door and handing you cash. That's also just doesn't make we're going to use the internet, so we're going to use like Zelle or Cash App or services to get you your cash. But that being said, you can also instead you can opt to get $35 in credit, which can go towards your Penny Boys University membership. So it's either $25 cash or $35 credit. Totally up to you. We're not going to tell you how to live your life or what to do with your money. So that is our stream. That is our PBU live stream. And also, we do have the cash giveaways every Thursday, so definitely make sure to check those out. If you go to the cash giveaway section in our Discord, you can see how to get into those giveaways. If you get 100% on your homework, that's another way to get into the giveaways. And we have some raffle mini games. Right now, we are actually it's kind of fun. We're creating a little funny. We give a template of a meme template, and funniest meme wins. Like some people just write in. You use whatever editing, Canva or even Paint, and write in whatever it may be, and then the people we will all vote, and the funniest one. But some of these are really good. But yeah, so definitely be sure to check that out. And yeah, so definitely make sure to join us next week. This will be next Thursday, or our next PBU live stream. It's every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. Our next live event in Penny Boys University, today's Thursday, is going to be Monday. It's going to be the Trading with Tagman. And after that, we have our Wednesday. We do Wednesday our Power Hour Live with Fast Eddie, Mr. Stop Lock Profits, and Big Quench, where they do live trading. From the experts, and they definitely help. That's definitely helpful. There's a lot of good stuff you can learn from them. Just watching them trade, and just listening to them talk. A lot to learn. Those three, a lot of years of trading. Fine with those. So yeah, and also you can check out the free Discord and check out those free trading classes I was mentioning. If you are new to trading, it's definitely very important to continue learning. But yeah, so until then, I hope that you all take bread. Actually, I know some of y'all probably are missing the music, so I'm going to go ahead and give y'all the old school Penny Boys University music for a minute. Have Caves digging the music, it looks like. Take care, Kevin. Take care, Nicole. Have a good one, Martin. Nikki's also enjoying the old school PBU music. Take care, Asian Penguin. Have a good one, Tommy. Asian Penguin says it does not feel like a live stream without the OG music. Have a good one, Nia. Dean, take care. Have a good one, Kev Cave. Take care, Jamie. Have a good one, Mr. Neo. Shashi, have a good one. We'll see you next time. We'll see you in the chats.